My name is Taylin, and I'm a junior from West Holmes High School, and I go to the Career Center for Auto Tech. I chose this program because I have an interest in vehicle mechanics, and if you complete the program, you get the opportunity to be ASE certified. In your junior year, you do suspension, steering, brakes, and electrical, and a lot of underneath the car, wheels and tires, stuff like that. So far this year, we've done a lot with brakes, done a lot with steering and suspension, and things along those lines.
So next, you want to swing this arm down. Make sure that's level with your rim.
And you're going to get the movie device.
And movie. And once he's done moving, he's going to take this tire iron here. Not even a tire iron. I can't remember the name of this stuff. Pry bar, there. Pry bar. He's going to get that off of the feed. He's going to pull up. Pull it up. He's going to spin it again. Once your bar comes loose, you're just going to keep spinning it.
Lost balance.
And everything on here. Imagine yourself in your toolbox. Also, is off. When you guys come into class, it's like a week, and you'll get your lock boxes. You'll get a key, and basically that's everything you'll ever need in the class.
Well, not everything. Sometimes pretty few. Some boxes come with a free organizer like this.
This is the battery. It's obviously makes the car run, but this battery powers the alternator. It runs electric currents through the battery, down through all these little wires into the alternator, and it helps the truck start. Right here, under this, we've got, it's like a battery charger. It's hooked up to electric, it's powered. It just gives the battery enough power to actually start the truck. We have actual battery chargers, but I'm not going to show you that. So obviously hooking up the battery, you always hook positive up first, and then negative. You hook up negative first, positive is going to shock you. So hook on, positive, make sure it's got a good grip on it, and then negative up. And then that's giving it all the power until you turn that on. On this, you've got these two little dials. One side gives you all the ampage. This one tells you how long you want it to run. So I turn this down to 12 amp engine start. And then you turn this one to hold. It gives the battery power, but it just holds it there. And then as you go to start the truck, the power from the battery runs into the alternator. The alternator sends signals into like the spark plugs, and it helps the engine start. And then as it runs, the alternator continuously gets power all throughout the time the engine is running. Once you turn it off, the alternator immediately turns off. Andrew, and today we're going to be working on taking off the caliper mount and the caliper itself. So there's going to be the two caliper bolts, and then there's going to be two more caliper mount bolts. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take, we already got them loose, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to take the caliper bolts off. You're going to set them off to the side, and you're going to need some wiring to tie your caliper so it's out of your way. So once you get your caliper off, you're going to want to tie it up, and you're going to run it through the hole where the bolt goes. You're going to run it through the hole, wrap it around so that then it doesn't come off. And then you're going to put it up here, and you're going to want to tie it. The strut is a pretty good place to tie it because then it gets it out of your way. And
the biggest thing is not to bend the cord. So if you bend the tube, then you know your brake fluid can leak out and such.
So the way I have this positioned is probably not a good thing. And for the caliper mount,
And that's another thing you don't, whenever working on this, you want to try to the best to avoid touching the rotor. You want to go ahead and try to take them caliper mount bolts off. You're going to want to get the caliper mount bolts off, which are a little tight. Once you get those off, there's a one at the top by the arm, and then there will be one by the bottom arm. And as you can tell, it's already trying to fall out, which means it's coming loose. That, and then this is the caliper come out. This is the caliper mount. Originally, whenever you're just doing a like take out and clean, you're gonna take the brackets off. You're gonna use a wire brush to clean those, clean down in there, get it all clean, clean the ends of the brake pads, get those clean. And then you'd reassemble. To get the rotor off, you're gonna want to go ahead. You're gonna want to make sure
Touch
you
the
don't.
sides. Put it off. Just set it on.
And the wire brush you would have to take. You're gonna clean both sides of these, where then they slide back into the brackets pretty easily. You're gonna clean the brackets out. Make sure that all of this is clean. All down in there is clean. These ones are pretty clean. The insides of these are pretty clean. So I'm taking it as we probably already cleaned them when we worked on them. And you're going to want to clean down in where the brackets sit, so that then the brackets themselves slide in pretty easily. And after that, you're going to just put it all back together and put it back.